up, everybody, and welcome to Biockickz 3 Raw TV. You see the title above us, up there anyways. And this one, excuse me, says Bodybuilder Mom. Another one I saw was like Workout Fanatic. They labeled it different things, but this is by Fox News. Bodybuilder Mom dies from too much protein before competition. First of all, this chick's not a bodybuilder, okay? Like, before it was like bodybuilder turned body lover. It was like a bikini competitor who decided to get fatter. I don't know why they're grouping them into bodybuilders. I think as long as you work out in a gym and you take a protein shake, you're automatically labeled a bodybuilder now. Like, it's not even like you work out. It's not even you're athletic. You're an athlete. I mean, CrossFit people are probably looking to be like bodybuilder and they do CrossFit, so whatever. Basically, this girl, Megan Hefford, who's a mother of two and bodybuilder. She's not a bodybuilder, okay? She's like a bikini competitor. She looks nothing like a bodybuilder. Died after an overconsumption of protein shakes, supplements, and rich foods. Supplements and protein-rich foods. She was found unconscious in her apartment in West Australia. Quickly transported to the hospital. Was declared brain dead. She's been competing as a bodybuilder. She's not a fucking bodybuilder. This doesn't make sense. Since 2014, so that's 3 years. Was ramping up her gym routine. The weeks before her death, the 25-year-old mom, paramedic trainee, had put herself on a special restricted diet when she was preparing for a bodybuilding competition in September. Upon her death, doctors discovered Hefford had been living with a rare disorder, urea cycle disorder, which stops the body from being able to break down protein. The disorder can lead to fatal levels of ammonia in the bloodstream and excess of fluid on the brain. Final cause of death was ruled an intake of bodybuilding supplements in addition to her undiagnosed illness. Now, here's the thing. Right off the bat, this automatically looks sexier if you say bodybuilding supplements, too much protein. They're throwing things in there that say caused her death. That didn't cause her death. Okay, when you have cancer, cancer feeds on glucose. If you eat cake while you have cancer, you will die faster. The cancer will spread faster. Actually, as a matter of fact, it has been shown in studies if you reduce your glucose intake to nothing, like a keto diet, it actually slows and stops the cancer dead in its tracks. Did the fucking cake kill them? No, they didn't fucking death by cake. No, it was fucking cancer. She had this disease, and I guarantee you, I didn't read anything in these articles about anything about her having weird things happening beforehand. There were absolutely going to be some warning signs of to some shit that was going on in her body that she probably just brushed off. You know, doing a contest prep, she's been doing it since, you know, for 3 years. When you're getting closer to the competition, you're feeling like shit. You might have been overlooking some of these symptoms, thinking it was due to the prep. And really, in fact, she was having problems with her fucking brain because she had too much ammonia in her fucking body. Now, to say that bodybuilding supplements cause this is fucking bullshit. Okay, that's like, even if she didn't take bodybuilding supplements, if she was eating chicken or she was eating fucking egg whites, food, even if she was eating plant-based protein, okay? Let's say she was a fucking vegan, she was still gonna fucking drop dead by taking that much protein. So to say that it's supplements, it's like protein. She can't fucking eat protein. She needed to watch a protein intake, and I bet you the stresses of the competition, the stress that it puts on your body leading up to the competition and the fucking hormones going out of whack and all that shit, I bet you that had something to do with her condition getting worse too. But this is the problem, and I'm just lucky. I'm very lucky that I had no underlying conditions doing the shit that I did. And like Ziz had an underlying heart condition. He didn't know about it. Did fucking cocaine, and I think it was cocaine, Clen, and DNP, whatever the fuck he was doing. I mean, probably would kill a normal person anyways, but I mean, he'd been doing it for a while, and then he finally fucking died in a sauna or something like that. I can't remember exactly offhand, but I had a friend, Jim Quinn was his name, and not the Jim Quinn the bodybuilder, another Jim Quinn. He was a wrestler on the URI wrestling team at University of Rhode Island, I believe, or maybe Rhode Island College. And he, you know, would usually suck down to like 130 pounds, and he was probably a good 170, 175 normally. He'd suck down to 135. He'd wrestle there. Well, this year he didn't suck down on his, this is going quite a few years, he didn't suck his weight down as much. And I don't know if I've told this story before, but, you know, he looked healthy. He brought his weight down slowly. He was going to wrestle up a weight class. In essence, the healthiest he'd kind of ever been. At the time, he was studying a lot. He was trying to stay awake and pull all-nighters and shit. He was taking the product called Ripped Fuel, the original Ripped Fuel by Twin Labs that had ephedrine in it, the actual ephedra. Ephedra, Mawang, whatever. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. So he was taking those fucking pills. Well, he goes out for practice one day, and they're running, you know, laps on the track or whatever to drop weight. The whole team's there, and they run back to the school, and they fucking say, I think Jim was actually the one that said, I believe the report was, you know, fucking let's make it a race. Whoever fucking gets there last, whatever, loses, fucking washes the jock straps, whatever. and he fucking sprinted up to the school and fucking had a heart attack and dropped dead right there at 22 years old. Dead. On the spot. And nobody knew. They were like, what the fuck? He's healthy. He's an athlete. Like, he eats right. What the fuck? He didn't even bring his weight down too far or too fast. Like, he did it a healthy way. It was determined that he had an underlying heart problem that he didn't know about. He actually had something when he was younger, and he outgrew it, so his parents never really told him about it. And the rip fuel, you know, along with the high-intensity exercise and the not recovering and the sleep deprivation and everything else, fucking killed him. Now, it wasn't rip fuel, but right off the bat, people were like, rip fuel killed him. It was a fucking host of other things. It was his overall lifestyle in general that did it, but he had an underlying heart problem. The average person, other people weren't dropping dead from rip fuel, or other people don't drop dead from fucking staying up all night or doing fucking sprints. I mean, I look like I'm going to drop dead when I sprint, but bottom line is, like, if you have an underlying problem, this shit's going to happen, and it's not the products, the exercise, the food, it's not that fault. You know, it's not anybody's fault. It's, you know, if anything, if she had this disease and it wasn't picked up, it could have been from her not paying attention to the symptoms. You know, like Jim didn't know about his heart disease. His parents didn't tell him because he outgrew it, right? Well, maybe his parents should have told him, hey, look, you know, when you were a kid, you had heart disease, so don't do stuff to fuck with your heart. You know, they just thought he was happy and healthy, and all this tests and stuff came back normal. So you can get every test done in the fucking world and think, hey, I'm fine, and fucking drop dead of something the next day. Like, you just don't know. There's no way to figure out everything that's going on in your body. And, you know, them putting this thing out, they're damning, like, protein. I mean, they're saying sports supplements. Like what? She took a multivitamin, that helped? She took L-carnitine, the L-carnitine built up in her system and fucking killed her? Like, they're just doing this random vague thing when it's protein. It's protein that fucking killed her, and it's a very, very fucking rare condition, and it's not something that, like, I mean, I read it, I was like, okay, cool, I'm on with my life. Like, it is what it is. It's not something that affects anybody I've ever known in 25 fucking years of bodybuilding, or 41 years of my entire life. But it's sad. It's sad that she didn't know. You know, it's sad that she didn't understand that she had this, so she could have avoided it. But at the same time, I look at it like, hey, she's a mother of two. She's been doing this for 3 years. She obviously loved doing it. Because if you did it once and you didn't like it, you're not going to do it again. It's a lot of work to fucking do it over and over again. So she enjoyed doing it. So it's tragic that she's got 2 kids. It's tragic that she was young, but she was doing what she enjoyed doing. You know, so you can't really sit there and go, wow, it was terrible, it was this. Like, no, she was just enjoying what she was doing and fucking fell down and died. It wasn't like this tragic thing that was long drawn out and she suffered, and, you know, her kids are going to suffer now. If anything, those kids are going to be like, what the fuck? I don't understand. You know, I don't know how young they are. It doesn't really say, but she's 25, so the kids can't be that old. So beware, guys. It's, you know, I think it's pretty irresponsible of these things, these news media outlets, to say stuff like protein or sports supplements. Don't get me wrong. There's some sports supplements out there that are fucking questionable. I'll tell you right now, they're fucking questionable. Some shit that I look at and I'm like, what the fuck? Or all the time, I'd say every day, probably 20 times a day minimum, I'll get either emails, Instagram messages, which I don't really read anymore. Facebook, I don't really read, so it's usually emails, asking me about a product. They're like, Jerry, what do you think of this product? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'll use the Primeval shit, so I'm not really sure. I look at it, and I look at what's in it, and I'm like, I don't even know what that says. The big, long fucking thing with a dash, a comma, fucking letters and numbers. It looks like a fucking, like a launch code to a nuclear fucking missile or something. And I cut and paste it, and it winds up being some kind of unclassified fucking steroid. That's not the shit that you want to take. You want to be aware that if you're taking stuff like a protein powder, you know, a pre-workout, just look at what's in it and pay attention. Do your own research on it. If there's anything in there you think that might not be good for you in any way, shape, or form, like I know Yohimbe's not. So I can't take products that have Yohimbe. There's a lot of cool products that have them in it, but I can't take it. So if there's something that has something in it that you may not want to take for whatever reason, don't fucking take it. But don't listen to these fucking things. I mean, I've seen that people put videos up about this, but I haven't actually watched any of the videos yet. But to say this shit about, like, you know, bodybuilding supplements, it's like, motherfucker, if she ate too many chicken breasts, she was going to drop dead. But are you going to blame it on fucking KFC now? What the fuck? I'm Biockickz. I approve this message, and we're out.